Hey everybody, Christian here with Android Unite. Thanks a lot for joining us today. Today I've got a special review for you guys. It is the brand new UAG Urban Armor Gear Galaxy S7 Edge case, and I just got them in the mail a couple of days ago. They came actually earlier than my phone came, and so I was pretty excited just looking at them, picturing how they would look on my actual device. I ended up getting a Galaxy S7 Edge, the silver titanium, and so I for sure wanted a red, and for the second color I ended up going for a clear, which I'll show you here in a second. But I've been using UAG cases for quite a while now, ever since the Galaxy S3. Then I moved on to the M7, HTC M7, moved on to the Galaxy S6 Edge, and then now I've got the Galaxy S7 Edge. And overall, I absolutely love these. Among my own friends, they all know that I love UAG. I always use UAG. I do swap between cases here and then depending on the situation. But if I ever go outdoors and if I ever think my phone is in danger, I for sure grab this one and stick it on. And so just want to go ahead and say that spoiler alert, this is going to be a positive review because I have extensive experience with this case and I've recommended it to multiple friends. They've all purchased it, they all love it, and honestly it's not as bulky as something like an OtterBox, but I believe that the added benefit of having a screen protector over top of your phone that's so thick and so clunky doesn't outweigh the aesthetics and the protection that the UAG offers. And so I'm willing to make that trade-off, and hopefully you guys agree with me. So I'm going to go ahead and do this unboxing really quickly. This is it here. I also want to say, full disclosure, UAG did give me one of these cases. I purchased the other one with my own money, and because I wanted to show you guys more than just one color option. And so here it is. This is the red transparent version. Sorry, I'll try to get the glare out of here. There we go. So it is transparent, but it is sort of a deep ruby red. The back of it is pretty simple. They usually are. You can pause it here if you want to read it. It's essentially, it says impact resistant, feather light, glare free flash, easy access to the volume rockers, fully surrounded screen, and lastly skid pads on the edges, on the corners. It does have a honeycomb pattern on the inside, and that's why you see the design elements here and throughout the case. It's one of their marquee designs. On the front you see it says impact resistant, feather light, screen surround. So yeah, if you guys like the package, if you're one of those people who likes packaging, this is what it looks like. So without further ado, I'm going to bust into this thing, which I have not opened. Like I said, I did open the other one, but I wanted to save this one for on screen for you guys. That way we both experience it at the same time. So these cases used to come with screen protectors. That is true as of the M7, but since then I've not gotten one with the cases, and I have a feeling it's because the S6 and S7 both have curved screens, and so they probably didn't want to provide something that could possibly peel off and not be a good representation of their quality. And so anyway, first looks at this thing, it looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I hope that the glare doesn't take away from how deep this red is. Here we go next to an Android. There you go. That's exactly what it looks like. It's like a blood red. At least this part is, and then the transparent thinner pieces here don't look quite as bright. But this is definitely a blood red. And putting this Android next to it, just Android green. Picture Android green. That'll give you some color correction there. The corners, again, are always padded, and something I love about these cases is that they've got these little pegs here, which you can see even out the case so that you can't rock it. Despite, back with the M7 used to have a curved back, and so it never laid flat. And these little pegs for that phone ended up being a godsend, because when you would type with the phone on the table, it would be so frustrating until you got this case. It is very industrial looking. Definitely pulls much of its design style from, rugged, outdoorsy type inspiration. I originally, when I had a white one for my Galaxy S3, I think, maybe the M7, I compared it to a Hummer. And so anyway, that's just the first thoughts that came to mind back then. So honeycomb pattern that I was mentioning earlier is right there. You can see it there. It's supposed to help with impact resistance. Does have these little, I'm not sure what they are, infills of the TPU material around the camera as well, and TPU all around the sides. It's got the, power button there, and it does have volume rocker. It does have openings, perfect openings for the 3.5mm headphone jack, power, speaker or mic, and speaker. So it does have these little faux screws here, and it does have silver UAG branding here, so it is reflective. It's important to note that. And I'll bring out my old case, actually. This is a good time for it. So this is what the red looks like. This is what the smoke looks like. Now this is my smoke that has been through, everything that you can throw at it, and it survived. I've dropped it from 8 to 10 feet high, and on purpose. Now this is because, I was at the park playing disc golf or something. One of my friends is like, "Oh, that's a nice case." I'm like, "Yeah, watch this." And I threw it up in the air above my head. I'm 6 foot even, went at least 2 feet above my head and came crashing down and just bounced and landed. And I'm a huge spokesperson for UAG because it has never failed me. And anyway, but it has taken a few beatings. You can see it's missing one of the little fake screws there, but it has not affected the performance whatsoever. If my wife had, who I passed down my Galaxy S6 Edge to, had wanted to keep this, I would have had no problem with that. She did end up buying, I think, an Incipio case, which is a really nice company, good protection as well. But this is what the smoke looks like. This is what the red looks like. And then lastly, I've already unboxed this. I've already said that this is the clear, the transparent version. And believe it or not, I got, here's a size comparison real quick. There we go. I got the clear thinking that I was going to regret it after I purchased it. I thought I was going to regret it. I thought, oh, maybe I should have gone with the blue, the transparent blue. But I'm like, you know what? After putting my silver titanium phone into this thing, here's the phone itself. It is absolutely gorgeous. It reflects in all the right ways, and you can get a quick little picture there. It reflects in all the right ways with this clear case on, because this is frosted and this is clear. Oh man, it looks so freaking good, especially in sunlight. But here's a moment I've been personally waiting for, putting my new phone into likely the case that it's going to spend most of its time in. So here we go. All right. There's absolutely no give on any of the sides. It is perfectly molded rather, for this phone and every phone. Dang, that looks so good. It turned even brighter because of the silver of the phone and it being transparent. So hopefully you can get a good image of what that looks like through the camera. Do a before and after. You know how this was blood red, and this was transparent. Now it looks metallic. It looks awesome. Here's a transparent one. And yeah, these cases are top notch. If you're looking for a good case that's not very expensive, offers great protection, and is extremely well built and stands up the test of time, then UAG is the way to go. I am not a fan of OtterBox cases or cases like OtterBox that tries to mimic their design style. I like something a little bit more rugged. I like something that when you take it out, it's not extremely bulky, takes up a huge amount of space in your pocket. It these things are super thin, and I'll show you how thin here. You know that this is a thin phone. Here's what it looks like, you know, profile view. So not very thin at all. In fact, this is a good time to mention that I'm going to be doing a small little giveaway here because it was my mistake. I ended up ordering a Galaxy S7 case instead of a Galaxy S7 Edge case. Actually, they might have sent me the wrong one, and if that's what happened, then, you know, I'll eat the cost. I think it was like $5, but I might be doing a giveaway here. Who knows? Leave a comment in the description area below and tell me why you like this video, or if you've ever used a UAG, or anything actually. Just leave a comment and you'll be entered to win this Galaxy S7, regular S7, not the S7 Edge case by Bear Motion. I was going to review it, but you know, it is opened. Unfortunately, I've already taken it out just to take a look at the color. But here is the phone. Here's what essentially the Galaxy S7 would be, profile view. And this case is not much thicker than that. So this case is super thin, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It just like, it looks so metallic red from the back with it on. The clear is also so cool. Let me show you what that looks like with it actually in the case. Look how bright that thing is. It looks awesome. So imagine that being in this transparent case. If you really want to show off the color of your device, bam, look at that. Look at that. You see how darker this thing turned without the phone in there? It's crazy. I can see it through the viewfinder and it looks crazy. And then the smoke, you know, I don't have the Galaxy S6 Edge at my disposal, or else I would put that in there and let you see what that looks like. But it's pretty true to this, maybe a little bit lighter depending on what variant you got. But this is smoke, red, and clear. And, you know, I may end up getting a blue down the road or not, I'm not sure. But these two look so amazing with the silver titanium. I can't speak for the gold, I can't speak for, you know, whatever, the black, but this is what it looks like for the silver titanium. So if this is what you've got, you know, these are safe bets. Alright guys, well, like I said, I'm going to be giving this sucker away. I'll mail it to you and everything. Just leave me a comment, you know, tell me about anything. Tell me how you found my channel. Tell me why you would want this. Tell me if you like UAG as a company. Tell me your experience with them. And I will make sure and just do a random drawing and ask for your details. This has been Christian with a review of the UAG case for the Galaxy S7 Edge. And I'll talk to you next time. Thanks guys. Bye-bye.